power of us. And it could be just as easily tonight, we could call this the power of choice. Because it hasn't been so long that we as black people didn't have the choice. The choice was stripped away from us. One question that one may ask, I ask myself, what motivates you to stay connected with black people, to identify with black people? I mean, the Metropolitan Black Bar Association, the other three words are pretty clear. What does black mean? What does black mean today? What it has meant to me, I mean, on both sides of my family, my dad's side, we went back to the Thomas Jefferson plantation, to the farmer called Wormley Hughes. On my mom's side, we went back to Edgefield, South Carolina, to a plantation in the 1830s. This is at a time when our people didn't have the choice. What it meant to be black was dictated for you. You were treated as a collective. Over the years, now there's much more individuality. And I've certainly seen that in the case of my children and myself compared to my dad's life. And so what's the power of us is really the power to choose. It's to opt in to being an African American, to choose this culture. I mean, it warms my heart that Barack Obama, among his multiple choices of identity, being from a multiracial background, growing up in Africa, when he was presented on the census form to him as to how to identify himself, he looked at the box, checked African American, and handed the form back. He opted into the culture. And so here on a Friday night, we've all decided to choose to be here. We choose to help each other. And to me, when we talk about being an obligation, diversity is an opportunity, to me, I find it as an obligation to myself by choice. And I'm inspired to live up to the best that I can be by helping myself, by helping my own people, and all who have been traditionally out-group members to be included in, because that is where we get the greatest benefit and where we win for ourselves and our companies and our society and our communities. So when it came to choose, my family, we've opted into the African American culture. My wife, Santa, who I miss dearly, and my daughter, Drisana, who couldn't be here today because they're traveling, went to Florida A&M University. I, with college opportunities, I went to Howard University. My daughter here, who I share with her father's family, but I claim her mostly for my own, went to Spelman. And I'm very proud of her. She, by the way, is Spelman, Morgan Stanley, Yale, and now Simpson Thatcher. My son, who is here, Coleman Hughes, he's 18 years old, and opted with his early life to dedicate it to traditional, classical African-American music, which some people know as jazz. He is a presidential scholar, a Davidson scholar, and he's going to Juilliard on a full-year academic scholarship. He already plays professionally most Mondays at the Jazz Standard, will be in Japan with the Monterey Jazz Festival, has been at the Grammys for 3 times. He's a phenomenal jazz musician. And it warms my heart that he's opted into the culture for traditional African-American music. So I'm going to end by saying that the power of us is the power of choice. And there's a lot of people in this room that you could have chosen to be the Corporate Counsel of the Year, and I'm honored that you chose me. Thank you.